Welcome to the Bad Habits Podcast. Every week, Saul Trujillo and Hormoz Rashidi dive into the habits, routines, and guilty pleasures that shape our lives. Bad habits. We all got them.
What's up, everybody? My name is Saul Trujillo, and next to me...
Hormoz Rashidi. Nice.
Nice. And welcome to the Bad Habits Podcast. First bad habit is starting this podcast all awkward, which I love. How you doing, Hormoz?
That's one of our bad habits, is not knowing how to start podcasts.
No, but we're here, man. Welcome to the Bad Habits Podcast. This is exciting. It's got a long time in the making as an impulsive character, as somebody with so many bad habits and addictions, and to start the podcast with one of my biggest piece of shit friends, like you, Hormoz, who also has a bad habits.
A lot of bad habits.
No, you don't really have that many bad habits.
I don't know, dude. When we talk about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that is a bad habit. That is,
Yeah, but see, yours is like the most micro bad habits. I mean, you have some anger issues.
That's probably my worst habit.
Yeah. You love, and this is in your spirit. I don't know if it's a bad habit, but you love to argue.
I don't think that's a bad habit.
You don't think that's a bad habit?
No,
you don't think a moment can just stay, or like I'll just let her have it. You can't let people have it.
If I don't suffer fools lightly.
Okay.
Right? So if somebody says something dumb and I know that they're wrong, I don't just go, okay, good. I go, nah, that's wrong. And then they go, no, I know it's right, blah, blah, blah. And I go, nah, you're an idiot.
But now you got a bunch of dummies mad at you.
Yeah, maybe that is a bad habit. Maybe it is a bad habit. Because I could just let it go
go.
Yeah.
Because they're not. The only thing is, you're not educating them in any way. Because you are, but you're doing it in the most Hormoz tone. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
Yeah. I used to get in trouble when I was a kid at speech and debate because I would win the debate, but then I would lose points on being rude to my competitor. Because they would say something dumb, and I'd be like, this person thinks this, and I would just embarrass them. And they're like, you could be polite and still win a debate.
I just love that. You're like, is it a bad habit? And then you're going, it's like rooted in childhood.
Yeah, it's a really bad habit.
I was going to say.
It's a really bad habit.
You're like, so you've got some anger issues, and you do like to argue a little bit. It's in your spirit.
Yeah.
The thing is that some bad habits tend to end up being associated with areas that are good habits or beneficial. Mm-hmm. Like when you were a door guy and you could like you had the gift to gab to whether it make money or have the room work your way. That is such a beneficial thing, but it could be a bad habit in a sorts.
I think some of my bad habits I don't even realize are bad habits until somebody like you, a friend, points out and goes, "This is one of your bad habits," and I go, "Really?" And then you think about it.
It's the same way because like when I have the bad habit of letting shit slide, you're like, just fucking don't let people run over you.
That is your bad habit.
Don't let people run over you. Yeah,
but I feel like you've gotten better at that.
Yeah, I've gotten better because I hang out with people like you. I honestly go, what would Hormoz do? I literally say that. If you have anything in your heart as for our friend group, what would Hormoz do?
What would Jesus do? Dude?
What would Jesus do? Mine's a little H. What would Hormoz do? And in my head, you've got a fucking walkie on your side and you're dressed like a door guy. What would Hormoz do in this situation?
You'd probably get into a fight.
Yeah.
You'd probably yell at the guy.
Yeah. Because you do. I don't know, but you stand up. Usually, when you're angry and or mad, usually you're somehow in the right. Mm-hmm. You're in the correct. Like you've been wronged, whether it's this micro thing or you haven't. Because
but it's still a bad habit because it's like when somebody else is an idiot and then you're fighting with that idiot, from the outside, you both look like idiots fighting. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nobody knows that guy's crazy and this guy's correct. It just looks like two idiots.
When I call an idiot out and then that it's two idiots fighting. When you do it, it's just somebody bullying an idiot. It's really me. It's because you go to the core of the throat. You go, like you do some shit in the back. You call people out all the time, like on sacred ground, which is fine. I appreciate that.
I mean, everybody. I'm like, I try to be nice to everybody, but if people are going beyond what they should be doing, if they're more comfortable than they should be in sacred ground. Sacred ground is like where at the Comedy Store we all smoke weed and chill in the back before we go up.
As comics, you can either be an employee, a guest of an employee, or a guest of a paid regular. Sometimes development spots. But you're allowed. But
People who are in at the Comedy Store hang out. It's like almost like an outdoor green room.
Yeah.
Where we smoke weed and we chill.
But I'm usually pretty cool. I let riffraff happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's back there in a place of situation,
I do too.
don't give a fuck. But you, out of nowhere, will just go, hey, you don't belong back here.
No. I'll let riffraff happen too. But like, we're not going to name names, but like we were hanging out and there was some riffraff taking up a lot of room in Sacred Ground, right? And then my homie Saul comes in and he's a bigger boy and there's not that much room back there.
Fat.
And so, and I see another fat guy taking up a bunch of room, laying down, and I go, hey, fat guy, get the fuck up. Saul needs to sit.
Also, crazy move for a fat guy to be laying like that.
Wild.
No offense. Like if we're in a
Wild.
public setting and you're fucking beached out, you're beached out like how Hormoz is doing, that's insane.
Insane.
Like a seal on the rocks? That's
Insane.
crazy. We're outside at nighttime.
And I'm a fucking shark. I see a seal on the rocks. I'm like, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here, fatso. Let this fatso sit.
No, and I even said to the guy, I said, if I was not passed at the Comedy Store and I saw somebody passed at the Comedy Store not able to have a seat, I would get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We're both passed, and we were both door guys at the store. I would walk into Sacred Ground, I would see Bill Burr and like Mark Maron and Al Madrigal smoking cigars back there.
Yeah.
And I would leave.
100%.
I would be like, this isn't my place right now. These guys don't want this guy that doesn't really know them very well to join their conversation and make it weird. They want to have their own time. It's like you got to know your place sometimes.
That is also a bad habit that I see out of people that they're just in situations where they don't belong. They're just standing there.
Yeah.
They just stand. I have the bad habit
That's
of being
the worst.
Like I do it with you, but like with friends or friends, I have the bad habit of being a bad hang. You know, like I'll add to the conversation a little bit, but then if I got nothing, I'll give you farm dog energy. I'll just stare at you like, what are we doing next?
I wouldn't say that's a bad habit. I would say that's just you on edibles.
That's true.
You know, because you'll be on so many edibles, and then suddenly you'll just be like sinking into yourself.
That's a different bad habit we got to talk about. All right.
Yeah.
What was your bad habit for the day? So like we're entering your anger. So like I just realized, just even talking about you being angry, I just realized we broke some core memories there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what your bad habit I want to start off with my bad habit for the day. For my bad habit for the day, the first thing I do is open up Instagram. I feel like most of society does that. We're addicted to the algorithm, and it's like that along with, I feel like Instagram has been over-sexualizing my mind as a man. So like I'll brain rot, and then when my wife goes to work, which is just like in the kitchen because she works from home, that's even more exciting, to be honest with you. That's even more. I'll fucking just jerk off right there in the bed with the cat in the cat tower. It's a terrible habit that's been happening, but I know that if I can have the strength to not open up social media, to not just brain rot and then get horny off brain rotting because it'll be like fat girls or butt cheeks or whatever the fuck's.
Yeah.
That I know that my day will be productive. And that'll be like 2 out of 7 days that I won't open up Instagram. But every morning I'll open it up. And every morning, fucking, and then that's how my morning starts. 2 hours delayed because of that, by the way.
For me, my squirrel isn't really actually that horny. It's not like as horny as you would think.
Nick, you in this? Can you hear? Do you have a horny algorithm?
So I cleansed that a while ago.
How do you do? Wait, you can cleanse the algorithm? You can make it unhorny?
You got to just start searching other things. My whole thing now is boxing and healthy food. I swear to God, I changed my entire life for that specific bad habit that I had.
Boxing and healthy.
It was baddie Latinas and it was baddie Asians.
Yeah, same. That's what. So my feed isn't Latinas and Asians, but my search screen is. So when I'm scrolling, it's mostly sports highlights and cute stuff like puppies and shit like that. Then if I like go to like look something up, I hit search, and the whole thing is just the baddest Latina and Asian.
And you don't
chicks.
click those?
And I can't help but click it. I see, and I click one, and then and then it doesn't come onto my feed, but that whole search page just knows how horny I am. You know,
horny, dude. Like Instagram OnlyFans models with only like 1,000 subscribers. We're talking about like niche OnlyFans models. Like they just started. I'm like, fuck. Like barely making any money, like $300 a month.
That was like a pitchfork porn guy. he likes porn stars that nobody else knows about yet.
Fuck, yeah, I'm a hipster when it comes to porn, dude.
Yeah.
No, but it's that, and I can't, and that's how my morning, and I feel like I delay my day by about 90 minutes, Because I'll wake up and she'll go, "What are you doing up so early?" I'm like, Instagram. My wife will ask, and then like she'll go to work, and as soon as she goes to work or walk the dog, I'm squirting one out and I'm fucking still, and it's fucking bad. I'm trying to stop, and I think I'll do it by putting my charger away from me. You know what I mean? In another room, charge my phone, but even that's hard.
Yeah, no, that does sound like a bad habit. I feel like jerking off can be a good habit, especially when you're married, because it can keep you from making mistakes and losing everything, ruining your life. But I don't know. It's been when I was younger, I would jerk off like 5 times a day, starting in the morning. But I'm in my 40s now, so it's like I only have a certain amount of jizz left for the rest of my life.
As soon as you start going on the road, the jizz pack fills right back up, and you can do those 5 a day. You can do those 5. I can't do them in L.A. My body feels that I'm at home and I'm relaxed. But if I'm in like Texas or South Carolina, I got nothing to do. It's either like go to a museum or jerk off, and I'm jerking off.
For me, when I'm on the road, it's always right before I go do the show.
Yeah.
I have to jerk off. That way, if I have a really good set and there's some hot chicks who are trying to fuck me, all the goo is out. I'm not even tempted to cheat on my wife.
Yeah, the poison's out.
The poison's out. Yeah.
It's a good
and that's
move.
the thing is, like, I've never cheated on anybody I've been dating, and I think part of it is I just always jerk off before I leave the house.
Yeah.
Smart.
Another comic was telling me that as a married man that I shouldn't jerk off. Yeah, like, he was just like, it's not fair to your wife. And I was like, go on. I'll tell you the comic is after. He's like, you got to save all your energy for your wife.
I know who you're talking about. That guy's wife loves cum, too.
Oh, that guy's not married, dude. That guy's not married. That guy, but he's like one of those, he's our age, but he's like a yoked bachelor. But it's like he's not married. I don't know but he's just like one of those dudes. Like, you got to save.
Is he Middle Eastern?
Maybe.
I know who you're talking about. Don't listen to him.
Why?
Don't listen to him. Dude, the single. You're gonna listen to the single guy about how to not get divorced.
That's true. You're right. I should just keep jerking off. She only gets a little bit of the
Don't jerk off. Take steroids instead.
You're right. You're right. You should jerk off. You're a selfish man if you give your wife all the cum. All the cum? All the cum is crazy.
No, dude. My wife doesn't want all the cum. She's had a lifetime supply of cum. She's like, pour that down the drain.
Some of that goes to the floor, and then some of that goes to me. You know.
You ever think about whether or not like some of the cum that you're jerking off was like a genius?
Oh yeah.
You know?
I've had plenty of conversations about that, like how an ejaculation feels based on how what occupation that could have been. You're like, oh shit, that was a criminal. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, back in the day when I had some worse habits,
yeah,
and when we would do blow, those were the nights where my dick was just trying to give up.
Oh yeah,
I would be jerking off so much.
Bad habit on top of bad habit.
Dog, cocaine and jerking off all night, staying up all night jerking off. That is a bad habit.
One of the worst habits. But I feel like
you wake up chafed. Your dick is just raw.
Because it's a bad habit. Like, because when you first discover that bad habit as a youth, holy shit, that first fucking jerk. But you don't realize that you're never gonna feel this again until you do it on coke. I argue that.
Yeah,
I argue that you're never gonna feel that rush until you jerk off on different drugs.
Yeah, cocaine's a time machine that brings you back to the beginning of puberty.
Molly too.
I can't. I've only come like twice in my life on Molly.
Yeah.
It's just like you're already almost at that level where your body feels like it's coming the whole time. Mm-hmm. So then coming on top of that, it feels incredible, but it's very hard for me to get there.
Okay.
It's just like I'll just fuck all night and just I won't come.
Good, well, fucking good for you. I feel like that's a brag, and I ain't shit.
Not.
I feel like
it's not because my girl will be like, "Are you done yet? I'm getting really sore."
Really?
Yeah, girls don't want you to fuck for an hour straight.
Because as soon as my girl goes R, I go, don't talk.
On Molly though, you can nut easy.
I've never fucked on Molly.
Oh yeah,
I've jerked off
hard.
on Molly.
It's hard. Even jerking off, it takes like a lot to get there. Yeah.
But to see that coke jerk, the first time you do it, because you're not in a setting where it's appropriately for you to be jerking off. You're like in a hotel room, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or in a bathroom. Oh god damn it.
In an Applebee's bathroom, yeah, we've all been there.
I've been to that. I've actually done cocaine in the Applesby bathroom. Yeah. I was a cook at one. So then, like, one of the servers who was my buddies, we would do coke in the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. Small town living, dude.
Hell yeah,
small
dude.
town living. If you got nothing to do in a small town, you're doing coke. You're fucking trying to take advantage of white girls. But small town living. Okay, so that was my day. This is trying to jerk off and brain rot. You're not addicted. Is your screen time good?
I'm probably on my phone like 5-6 hours a day.
Okay, so that's all Instagram, or is this just in general? I guess screen time all around. I should count that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it tells you. Like,
yeah,
this was
I don't
want to
look at it.
So mine's usually like, I think, around 5 hours a day.
I want to take the option off.
I think a lot of that is like gambling on the Robinhood app is a lot of it. Podcast is a lot of it. I'm on IG probably an hour a day.
Okay.
But I'll be scrolling, and then I'll be like, oh, shit, a bunch of time went by, and then I'll just put it away. And I don't do that every day. I don't think I have a really big social media problem. I probably, as a comic, should be on social media more. I don't open the app enough.
Yeah. I feel that about.
That's probably my bad habit, actually. It
is one of your worst habits as far as from a business perspective.
From trying to be successful at this thing.
Yeah, I social media is unfortunately used to be like a fun way to actually socialize with your family. Mm-hmm. Now it's just a big hit of dopamine. And as an influencer, as a comic, as anybody trying to sell tickets or whatever you're trying to business for, you're a dope dealer. What type of dope am I bringing out today? What type of content? And and as soon as you figure out your niche, that's the dope you're bringing, and that's how you bring in people. And instead of putting out the dope, I feel like I'm ingesting it too much.
Right.
Instead of putting out a reel or putting out more than one reel, I'm just taking in like too many fucking dodo videos. Fucking,
right.
It's the worst. But you keep talking about gambling. And it's so funny that my life, because I'm surprised I'm in LA, a comedian. I really thought I was going to be in Stockton, this gambling addict. Like, that was like my.
That's what you were.
That's what I were. That's what I were. That's what I were. I'm also dumb. That's what I was. That's what I am. I don't necessarily think that goes away.
I was going to say, aren't you an addict always?
You're an addict always. Because I went to Gamblers Anonymous. I did like 5 sessions. And as soon as I realized it was all about like, really trying to push Jesus, which I've never really been. I mean, I went to Catholic school, but like as soon as you either are with it or not, as soon as it was too Jesus-y, I'm like, I'm out of here, man.
So the Gambling Anonymous was pushing Jesus to help people stop gambling.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm pushing Jesus to help people start gambling because ever since I started praying to Jesus, my bankroll got up,
Hi,
dog.
I'm Hormoz Rashidi, Parlays for Christ. Parlays for Christ.
That's so funny. That's true,
shit,
though,
going
dog.
door to door with a pamphlet. Have you gambled today?
Have you heard the good news? And
They're like, what?
They're like, Croatia is a 2-1 underdog. He has risen. Who? Messi.
Fuck. But see, lucky for me, it's nothing that I'm necessarily interested in. Like, gambling has ruined my life. Not ruined, but sort of almost ruined, to where to my style, to like how I took care of myself. Like, it's the only addiction to where I wouldn't eat for days. So maybe I should start gambling again. But I'm saying, like, I wouldn't eat for days, I wouldn't drink, I wouldn't smoke because I wanted to focus on being able to play cards. I would do caffeine, I would do uppers to stay up and awake. And it was like that, and it killed my style. Like to this day, basketball shorts and shirt, I dress like a gambler to this day.
Because you lost all of your pants in the gambling.
Dude, I don't think I ever wore, like, because of how fat I was, I don't think I ever wore like regular pants, but that's like a different, but like addiction, it just causes you to dress so minimalistically. Mm-hmm. Like, you see a gambling addict with like an Asian dude with just flip-flops, the most basic shirt and shorts, but then like $4K in cash in his pocket. Like, that's a motherfucking gambling addict right there, you know? And that's how it was.
What was your game of choice?
Blackjack.
Always.
That was my game of problem. Like, I was actually pretty good at Texas Hold'em, but they were always associated together. Like, my buddies would call me Action Saul, just because it doesn't, like, I would play a lot of hands, and I would play a lot of blackjack. I would play 3 hands of blackjack at once sometimes.
Sure.
So, I mean, you have to triple your bet.
You're all in, dude.
So, yeah, I'm going. I needed it. I need the instant gratification of, like, playing 3 hands at once or playing. I'd be playing poker while playing. I would befriend the blackjack dealers, so I'd be playing blackjack and Pai Gow while playing poker.
On
and
your
I'd
phone?
Be like,
Like you'd be playing poker on
No,
your phone?
I'd be like this from across the room. I'd be like hit, and then
That's crazy.
and it's illegal.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But like when you're homies with the blackjack
They let you
dealers
do
in
it.
Stockton, they let you do it.
That's crazy.
Because you end up becoming a network of gambling addicts who borrow from each other. And then I know like one of the lowest points in my life that is hilarious. I think it wasn't even owing somebody a lot of money. It was owing somebody such a little amount of money that I still haven't paid him to this. It was like $20. And like playing like a lot of money with chips, and the guys across the street, he's like, what the fuck, man? You owe me $20. It's on the table.
You're like, I don't have it.
But you don't owe like, and I'm not saying they're not regular people, but regular people that you wouldn't think that would be in your universe. Like that dude was just like some Thai dude from a Vietnamese restaurant that I would never interact with outside of gambling. I knew a lot of Filipino uncle engineers.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of like Chinese grandmas
Yeah.
that became my friends because we're in this addiction together.
Right. No, I mean, I've played blackjack and stuff at casinos before, but I lost, like, I had like $100 I was playing with, lost it pretty quick, and I was like, oh, I don't like this, and then I left. My gambling, is sports betting.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm good at it because I know a lot about sports, and so I feel like I have an advantage in that, where I can place bets that I know have a.
You also
positive
refuse to
expected
give up.
value.
You're adjusting things as it goes. Like you're not just putting one bet
That's
in.
where the addiction is. It's like sometimes when I'm losing a bet, there's this urge to put more in to win. But I have to fight
I know that urge.
But I have to fight that.
You feel
urge.
that in your balls,
Yeah.
dude. Oh,
But I have to fight that urge and be like, no, you're just putting good money after bad.
Yeah.
I try to mostly place bets where I have an advantage.
Yeah.
And then if the bet looks like it's going to hit, and then the other side of the bet becomes more affordable. like
Yeah.
it becomes like $50 to win 500 type shit.
Yeah.
I'll put another $50 on the opposite of my bet. So I hedge it. And no matter what, I know I'm going to win at least 500 here or 450 here.
I feel like these are advantages that I don't know if regular gamblers know about. Like you're pretty good.
I think sports bettors do.
Sports bettors do.
Yeah. So if you have one team that's supposed to be the loser.
Okay.
And they're big underdogs, and you put $50 to win 500 on them.
Yeah.
And then they go off and take an early lead in the World Cup, let's say, of 1-0. Now the team that's losing is the underdog.
Okay.
And if you bet on that team now to make a comeback and win, you've got both teams winning makes you money.
Okay.
So that's what I try to do.
Now, see, I vaguely understand what you're saying, but with the passion and like I see the glimmer in your eyes, there's a little gray area of addiction.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
There's a little gray of like it's.
That's why I try to be very cautious.
What's
and careful.
what's the worst habit you have when it comes to this type of gambling for you? Mine was never stopping. Like mine was never stopping because you want to win, right? You want to win money and you have a stop. It's not about winning. It wasn't about winning for me. And the best way to compare it is about like when I hear people on Ozempic, they talk about like, oh, it doesn't make you hungry anymore. And hungry's got nothing to do with it. It's about eating for me, I like the act of eating.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with
The
gambling.
impulse.
It's the same thing with gambling. It's got nothing to do with winning money.
Yeah.
It's the action of doing it.
It's ritualistic.
Yes, it's the one, not knowing whether I'm going to win or lose. It's got me. It's got his hands on me.
And I feel that too.
Ooh,
Like that.
don't let it get you,
rush,
baby.
That rush of like, oh, that anxiety, that feeling. I feel that too. I just don't love it.
You don't?
No, I love the feeling of I had 100 earlier. Now I have 500.
Okay.
I like that feeling.
Yeah.
The rush in between, I actually don't like. That's why I hedge. Whenever I have those opportunities, I hedge so that I guarantee less money.
Yeah.
But it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Whenever, I'd rather just know that I made the right decision. No matter what happens, I'm going to win money.
Okay.
And that's why I make a bunch of money doing it.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I have a buddy who I honestly, and this is probably out of pocket, but I intend on, he's the only person, he's one of my best friends, but he's the only person who won't ask me for the money. But he was like my biggest gambling partner. Like we would go gamble together. Like to this day, he's
Would you guys split whatever you guys won?
No, he just let me borrow. He just let me borrow. And he'd let me borrow, and he'd let me borrow, and he went through the phases of me, like making excuses and and just crying on the phone and just being just a piece of shit addict. And a little piece of him, he's my friend, so he kind of knew that he was the enabler. He knew, and my mother was an enabler too. But like I owe him money. He doesn't know, but eventually one of these days I'm gonna out of nowhere get him a wad of cash or something that and it just, hey man, this is what I owe you, because I know he's never gonna ask for it.
Does he still gamble?
Yeah.
He's bad.
No, he's a professional. No, he's not. This
good
guy's
at
a
it.
professional gambler.
He's good at
This
it.
guy's good at it. He knows how to bankroll. He knows how to. He reads. All he does is read books about poker. So this guy's good at what he does. And then and I know that because like a lot of good, he doesn't talk about World Series as much, but he talks about his cash games. And he talks about bankrolling. He talks about the math of it. And I'm like, and he's really like, this is like who I want it to be, but I don't have the discipline to be that type of person. I'm head first. I don't read the instructions.
Right.
And you need to be a math guy and not be as a psycho as I was.
I think the key, and it sounds like this guy's got it, and I think you don't have it, and I think I have it.
I don't have it.
Is when you place a bet, is there a positive expected value or a negative expected value on that bet? Which means if you place the same bet 1,000,000 times, do you end up with more money or do you end up with less money?
I unfortunately, like many gambling addicts, I mean, of our past and are still, it has nothing to do with winning. You just get distracted by the game itself, the flashing lights. That's my dad. My dad was a low-key gambling addict. My grandmother definitely was. And it was just about it's sad, but it's like, well, pass the time. I'm like, time is so valuable. For them to go like, well, pass the time. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I want to win money.
Yeah.
But then I realized like, oh, I'm them, but in a worse way. I understand that like time is valuable, but I'm still doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dark. That gets dark.
Yeah, that gets
Yeah, it gets real dark. Yeah. But like to a point where it's like it would affect comedy, like stand up. Stand up, the thing that's like that I do now. The gambling was affecting it to a point where I almost quit. Almost in my head I was like I should quit stand up because in my head I was like it's the stand up that's ruining my life. It was the gambling.
That's crazy.
I know.
crazy.
I know. Just because I wasn't getting gigs or whatever reason, but it was like you're not getting gigs because you're gambling all your money away.
Yeah.
You're not doing this because you're not showing up.
Yeah, it's like
Because-
if you spend the whole night playing blackjack and poker,
Yeah.
that's a night that you didn't do any comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, there would be a fucking comedy contest in Lodi, California that every local comedian from the Valley would go to at this place called O'Reilly's. And first place would be $150, second place would be $100. And I would go there and I would polish my set to feed the addiction. I would get good at stand-up
Just for that 150.
so I can get that $150 because 2 blocks down the road is the Lodi Casino. So I'd go, and once a month, I'd get like second or third. I'd lose to some like
Somebody who brought a bunch of people.
some older black lady who would crush.
Fire.
She'd take her wig off and throw it at people. it was kind of hacky, but her name was Queenie Titi. I loved her to death, but she was like, she's skinny now, but she was like really fat black chick, and she'd go up there and she'd just dance and she'd do all this shit, and she'd murder for all these old white people. Like, I love her. So if she's there, I'm like, I'm getting second place. I'm getting second place.
Yeah.
And I would go, I'd win, and I'd go to, because it would feed my addiction to go fucking play blackjack or poker or whatever bullshit.
Damn.
To a point where, it's gambling bad. So like before I tell like probably the worst gambling story, do you have any gambling, I don't know, recommendations? What do you call them? Like the Hormoz's picks?
So-
Yeah, why don't you go over and follow Hormoz?
Yeah, follow me at Hormoz Comedy. When I have picks that I believe in, I'll post them there. A lot of what I'm doing lately isn't like picks ahead of time that people could tail. It's like I'll watch the World Cup and I don't really know that much about soccer, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'll just watch for the first half or the first 20 minutes of the game, and I'll be like, nobody's scoring. The defense seems really tough. I'll be like, I'll take the under on goals.
You know, I think you should do.
Last year I was on the biggest fucking burner ever. I made like 40 grand in a month, right? Just off of football picks. And then I was like telling my friends, I was like, you guys got to follow my picks. I'm fucking killing it. As soon as I started giving my picks out to my friends, they all started losing.
Yeah, I lost money.
It's so funny. That's the universe. That's the universe going fucking.
And if you
need to
did
chill.
lose money, please call the number right here below and yell at me. Tell me what a bad job I did.
Yeah, please. By the way, we're opening up about ourselves mostly is because this is what the show is. We're just going to talk about our bad habits, but I definitely want to hear from you guys, anybody who's watching our show, people who are fans of me or Hormoz or just the Comedy Store in general. What bad habits do you have? Could be little ticks. Could be like the hugest thing. Maybe you cheat on your wife. You could be anonymous about it. You could be anonymous about it.
Yeah.
Maybe the jerk off thing. Maybe Instagram, social media. Maybe you're like a deadbeat dad. We're not. I'm not necessarily. We're gonna judge.
Yeah,
You can be
No
anonymous.
judgments here. Judgment-free zone.
But yeah, to like we're at a point where like it was so bad, bro, that like stand up was affected. I was gonna tell this story about you remember I think they talk about Tribble runs.
Yeah, of course.
Tribble runs. If you don't-
Terrible comedy shows.
yeah, there's a guy named I think his name is John Tribble, but he would do these terrible bar and casino shows that were like 6 to 8 hours apart from each other, and at max you'll make $200 to $300. But see, that's what the type of gigs that like back where I'm from in Northern California. These are the ones you strive. Oh, I can't wait to get a try on that Tribble run. I get to fucking drive to 8 hours and fuck a car because that you romanticize that type of nomadic lifestyle.
And when you first start off doing comedy, you're like, oh, I want to get on the road.
Oh,
I want to do road gigs. I want to be a comic.
I made $50.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so
You don't
excited.
realize you're getting exploited.
Exploited
Because
wholeheartedly.
your car is getting worn down, the gas. Like you're really making so little for the amount of work.
And then the dudes who are putting these on together, all they're doing is making one phone call, and they're making like $1,000 while you're making $40-50 bucks. So I was offered to feature for a headliner who I was warned about, a local headliner. Can we bleep his name?
Of course.
Yeah, his name is and nobody will know who he is, but I just want to bleep his name because he would sell. He was such a weird guy. He would sell KY jelly as as merch because it was like his initials. It's pretty rough. It's pretty gross and
Did
creepy.
people buy it?
I don't know. I just know it was gross and creepy. I stayed away. I got away from that.
Somebody's like, I actually was going to run to the store to buy KY jelly anyway. I'll take one of those.
And I'll
Save me a
remember,
trip.
I was at an open mic, and one of the local headliners by the name of Michael Betancourt, just local Sacramento headliner, he told me, please don't go. This guy's insane. This guy, he would tell me a story about this guy going to a woman's house and then trying to break down her door and trying to...
Did you have to drive this guy too?
I had to drive this guy too. That was a part of the deal.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go. And instead of taking that warning, instead of like say, oh, this is a red flag, like a normal person, I knew that it was gonna be a time to gamble. I knew that it was gonna be one of those times.
You ignored all the red
oh,
flags.
every single thing, because it was gonna be in Winnemucca, Nevada. If you've never been to Winnemucca, Nevada, it's a place where hope goes to die. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's past Reno, more west. It's at this place called Winners Casino. Now that's right up my alley. Right up my. If it's in a Trump town, I'm gonna love the casino. If it's
called Winners, full of losers. If you call your place Winners, you know it's full of losers.
If it's in Trump country and it's a tiny little dirt, dusty casino with meth heads smoking cigarettes
Was it like
on the
by
inside,
a river or something?
No, bro. It's in Nevada, Wild West.
Just
nothing.
desert?
Desert.
Oh.
Past Reno. Awful.
Imagine not going to Reno.
We
and going
stopped
to
in
somewhere
Reno.
worse than
Yeah.
Reno.
So I was like,
It's like there's Vegas, Reno, and then like middle of the desert, Winners Casino.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't drive him. By the way, this is even worse. Like I'm a gambling addict at this point. My mother dropped me off at a coffee shop to meet up with the headliner.
And he drove.
He drove.
Okay.
This is what's important to the story. My mother dropped me off at a coffee shop. At the coffee shop, the headliner tells me, "Hey man, how's it going? I'm bringing a Tinder date," and this is the first time they've ever met. And the Tinder date is she looks about to be 16. She's an 18-year-old girl who's very loud and observant. Like I probably, if she were my age, I probably would.
How old's this comic?
About 40.
And he's dating an 18-year-old?
He's on a Tinder date with an 18-year-old. And he's bringing her to a comedy show.
And she says she's 18.
She says she
Right?
she says she's 18.
She says she's 18. We don't know.
A supposed 18-year-old
Yeah.
girl.
This guy's got some bad habits.
Yeah, he's got some very bad habits. So we start driving, and in this, I figure out this girl's just very loud, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter what's going on. He's bringing a Tinder date. You get to gamble. That's the whole point. Later on that night,
Eyes on the
after you're
prize.
set, eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
Okay. And she just reveals that she's like diabetic. She's showing me her insulin. It's just shit that I don't necessarily need to. I'm on this Tinder date with him, pretty much. I'm a third wheel on this Tinder date.
Yeah.
So we drive from Lodi, California to Donner Pass at this rest stop. It's gone pretty far. Donner Pass, if you've never been, it's like it's right before Reno. It's where the Donner Party all ate themselves and shit.
Yeah.
At the Donner Pass, we get out, and he goes, "Hey man, don't you think it'd be a fun and good idea if we just started playing tennis?" I was like, "What? What do you mean by tennis?" He's like, "Tennis." So he bought out 2 tennis rackets, and him and his Tinder dates just start playing tennis in the parking lot at Donner Pass.
Oh, there was no tennis court.
There's no tennis courts. It's in between parking spots. There's cars are driving around them. I'm like watching these 2 people play tennis, and I'm like, "Hey man, we should go. We got a gig." And they go, "Oh," he goes, "Oh yeah. If it weren't for that, we'd probably been playing tennis forever." We keep driving. We get to Reno. There, he tells me, "Hey man, I don't really have any cash, and I wanna buy my girl some alcohol." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "You buy me some alcohol, and then you fill up my tank, and then I'll pay you back in Winnemucca, red flags. But I have the cash, and I just know as soon as I get to Winnemucca, I get to gamble."
Yeah, he's promising you, if you do this for me, I'm gonna get you to your destination quicker.
But
so you
these
can
are all
gamble
red flags
quicker.
that any human would go,
Yeah.
But not me, dude. I just know. I fill up the tank. I buy this guy a thing of vodka. We keep driving.
You're driving,
He's driving.
and he's drinking vodka.
He's saving that for the room later for him and his Tinder date.
Why doesn't he just get that later after he?
I
gets the
don't
money
know,
from-
man. None of this logic makes sense to me. So we get to Winnemucca. We separate. I think he's gonna get drunk with his girl in his room. I eat dinner. The show happens. I do 30 minutes in front of a very conservative, very old white people Marlboro cigarette town.
Yeah.
And there's no stage. It's just a microphone. There's hardly a fucking. But what saves the day is the host. This is old black guy named Herb. Herb rules, man.
Funny?
He's hilarious. He's not even a comic. He's just like, "Hey, how you doing, baby?" He's like giving people kisses. He's blowing kisses at people. He's like doing drawings. He's honestly the star of the whole fucking show. He brings me up. I do a mediocre 30, because it's like the circumstances stink. I'm 4 years in, and I'm not even thinking about the set. I'm in autopilot.
Yeah, you're not focused.
I'm not focused
Yeah.
on shit. I'm
You're
like, I look
focused
like
on
the lady who
gambling.
killed Selena, whatever,
Yeah.
blah, blah, all the way through.
Yeah.
And then I do my set. I get off. The headliner goes up. He does, "Hey, how's it going? I haven't been done stand-up in like 6 months. Yeah, how you guys doing?" Blank minute gets off stage. Wow.
That's crazy.
Herb gets up. He's like, "This has never happened before.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't know what to do." And then I hear from the audience, "Put the fat Mexican back up."
Oh yeah, dude. They like.
And I was like, "Oh." I get back on. I do another.
You're about to be at the
I was
castle. You're about to leave.
yes. How do you
Yeah.
know? I had 1 foot out the door.
Yeah,
I'm not watching his set. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I go up. I do a even mediocre 15, but it's the worst B material I've ever had. It's crushing because they just want anything.
Right.
They just want anything. And then Herb goes back up. He's like, "Man, that fat Mexican funny." He said it like that, disrespectfully. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then show's over early. I get he calls Dave Tribble, the guy who runs the whole thing. I get on the phone. He's like, "Hey, did the headliner get off early?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, you've been upgraded to headline all my gigs, and you get an extra $100." I was like, "Yeah,
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
more points for Daddy,
More
dude."
points for Winners Casino.
Winners, yeah, more points for Winners Casino, dude. So I go right to the tables. Unbeknownst to me, I'm losing maybe half of what I just lost. I get a text from the headliner. "Hey, can you call me?" I'm like, "Whatever." I'll give him a call. I give him a call. He's erratic. He's out of his mind. He's. I told my Tinder date I loved her, and she didn't say it back. And then I was like, "Yeah, man, you just met her, and she's 18 and you're 40. I said her that. He's like, "No, she didn't say it back, man. I needed her to say it back." I was like, "Why would she say it back, man? She didn't say it back. I got to get out of here." I was like, "What do you mean you got to get out of here?" He's like, I just got to go." I was like, "You're just going to leave me and your Tinder date in Nevada?" He's like, "I got to go home." And I was like, "So you're leaving us?" He was like, "Yes." So then we've been left. I've been stranded
Wow.
in Nevada with some other dude's Tinder date.
Maybe that's why he loves tennis. You know? He just likes to hear the word love.
He just likes to hear the word love. God damn it.
Like, love. Yes, that's all I wanted to hear.
What a psycho.
What
that
a
sucks,
psycho.
dude.
What a crazy person. But
So you're stuck in Winner's Casino now.
yeah. Now I have to come up with the game plan as to how I'm going to get. I come up with zero game plan. I continue.
How are you going to get back home?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So you're like, I just have to win 5 straight hands in a row, and then I can go home.
I'm down to like my last $80, and this is your logic.
And he owes you money, too.
Yeah, he owes me money.
Yeah.
Your logic is so good there because in my head I was like, if I make enough money to get a Greyhound bus ticket, I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
And I did at some point, Hormoz.
Yeah, of
I was
course.
up at I was up to like $400. Come on, baby. You think?
Let it ride.
Yeah, I kept letting it ride. I got down to my last $27.
Damn.
I know. And I'm betting like $3, $5 hands. And then out of nowhere, this white angel, this white lady, she comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, you have Mexican for the show. You're so funny. I can't believe that other guy, he just got up there and got off." And she was telling me about her life. And then because she was telling me about her life, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take a shot. I was like, yeah, I'm stranded here. The headliner left me. I told her, I was like, I'm kind of a gambling addict. I'm like gambling all my money away. I don't know how I'm gonna get home. And then she's kind of drunk, and she goes, "This isn't happening." She goes, "I'm gonna buy you a Greyhound ticket." And I was like, what? And she goes over to her husband. Her husband comes over to me. He looks at me. She's like, "We're gonna buy him a Greyhound ticket to go home." He goes, because he's like a conservative, like dude. He goes, "Fine."
Like another charity case. This is why
100%.
This is why we need the wall. Yeah. You think this fat guy could climb over a wall?
Yes. So this couple
The
fucking
slats
buys.
don't even have to be that far apart. He can't fit through.
She lets me keep my chips. She was like, "Please use that for dinner or lunch or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck." She buys my Greyhound ticket.
Takes you to the Greyhound station.
No, I was like, "Thank you so much." I print my Greyhound ticket out at the hotel concierge because I was like, "Hey, I gotta go." The headliner abandoned me. They were like, he's been weird. He like stormed out. Apparently, he like made it a scene at there. And I go to his room to check on his Tinder date. She was like shook. She was like, he attacked me. He like put me against the wall.
Wow.
Yeah, like he was like, after I didn't say, he like freaked out and then he left. And then I was like, okay, hey, I'm leaving. If you want, you can go to my room, stay in my room. I'm going to take a Greyhound overnight. And she was like, okay. So she moved from his room to my room. She's having a friend pick her up in the morning. And I was like, all right, you're good. I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I go to the Greyhound station, which is just a billboard by an AM/PM in Winnemucca, Nevada. So I'm standing out there, walking back and forth like an idiot with luggage. And I get a text from the headline. No, a message. He calls me. And he was like, "Where are you?" I was like, "Fuck you. Where are you?" He was like, "Well, I need gas to get home." I was like, "What?
This
What?
guy.
No,
What
you
the
owe me
fuck?
money for
I was like,
gas.
"You owe me all this
Yeah.
money. I'm taking a Greyhound home. You go fuck yourself. You'll try to hurt your Tinder date." He's like, "You're going to leave me stranded out here?" I was like, fuck you, dude. I was like,
crazy.
eat shit and die, dog.
That's crazy,
I
dude.
hung up on him, and then I take a Greyhound home. It was like the longest Greyhound ever. I get a text from that dude's mom later on, his mother, who's, "Hey, I just want to let you know, he's bipolar and schizophrenic.
Wow.
He was off his meds, and he started drinking alcohol. And that night when you left, he was arrested at a diner for assaulting a waitress.
Oh my God.
So he got arrested in Winnemucca.
Bad
Yeah.
habit.
I mean, that could
Bad
have been real.
habits. I ended up in Sacramento, and then my mom picked me up at the Sacramento Greyhound station.
Wow.
And she's like, "Well, what happened?" I was like, "My mom don't even know this story."
Damn.
I was just like, it happens.
Yeah.
But like, these are situations like that where I would never put myself in if it weren't for the bad habits. There are so many situations where my friends have abandoned me because I wouldn't stop gambling. I wouldn't get off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but but I'm better now.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't gamble.
I've done casino gigs where they give you some chips to gamble with as
Yeah.
like part of the whole gig. And even then, I just go cash the chips and keep the money.
I can't even do that, man.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do home games. Like when I first moved to LA, I was
I
like,
love a home game.
oh, home game's so fun.
Because I never feel bad about losing money to the homies. Mm-hmm. You know?
But it triggers a spark in me.
Right.
Because it'll like, oh, you should go buy a bag and go.
Right,
You
yeah.
should go to fucking Commerce right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even gambling and I know where all the casinos are at. That's bad.
Right.
If I'm clocking where Hollywood Park is, Hustler Casino, Commerce.
Somebody's like, hey, do you guys want to go ride bicycles? You go, bicycle casino?
yeah.
Triggers everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even when we go to Vegas. People get weird on me. Like when they go to Vegas or Atlantic City, they're like, are you okay? I'm like, it's not it. This isn't it. This is all this
This is
glitz
too nice.
and glamour. This
Yeah.
is too nice.
Yeah.
I need to be by myself, and I'm driving by, and I see an Indian casino. An Indian casino that offers a gas station price special. You're like,
Right. Yeah.
ooh.
Where the customers are missing teeth. Everybody's missing teeth. Yeah.
Yes. So that's my bad habit.
When was the last time you gambled? Like, how long have you been clean
No.
from the gambling?
I don't think I knew
I
you.
will incrementally. I think I tried a year and a half ago with Felipe.
Really?
I had
To gamble?
$40 cash, and I wanted to see what that feeling was, and it was nothing. And I was still like, don't ever try it again.
Where'd you go?
It was like Atlantic City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one knows.
blackjack?
Like, it was
Blackjack.
blackjack. I just $40 rent, and that's why I don't like carrying cash because I do get that impulse. I was like, you fucked up. But just because you didn't feel anything doesn't mean that doesn't set you back a little bit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
So you
'Cause
slipped up one time a year and a half ago, and then before that, how long has it been since you?
home games.
Yeah.
When I first moved to LA, 2020, there was a pandemic. There was a lot of home games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a decent amount of time.
It's a decent amount of time, but still, like it ruined. Like I stole from my brother. Like I fucking
Damn.
yeah. It was rough. It was I was not a good guy. And it's just like all fiend shit, trying to pawn rings, just trying to like. It's bad.
Fiend mentality. You're
The
constantly-
mentality's
It's
different.
legit an addiction.
A legit addiction. Yeah. But I'm an impulsive creature. Like I'm fat. I love drugs. I love gambling. I just love all these things.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what the core
I mean,
root
comedy
of
is
it
the
is.
thing, too. It's like the impulse of getting that rush from doing stand-up is its own.
Yeah, and when people go like, "Oh, I don't chase chuckles." Like when you feel an applause break once, that's what you chase.
Yeah.
As far as a good comic goes,
Right.
you feel an applause break, or if you ever had a standing ovation.
Yeah.
If you aren't chasing that, why are you even doing stand up?
Right.
That's what I chase. And like when it bothers me because like I feel like I've been in a slump of like this material's okay or whatever because you
Right.
get past the first hour and now you're in the second half hour, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to build.
How do we that was 10 years of work and you got to
Yeah.
make it in like 2.
Right.
Yeah, like fuck. But it's hard.
Yeah.
Some guys are really good at it, but I feel like just we don't get enough sets in LA.
Yeah. And some guys are putting out specials too soon.
Too soon. Oh my God.
They're not cooked.
Oh, bro. But I feel like they do that from the pressure of that's a bad habit.
Yeah.
That's a bad habit, but we're pressured to do that bad habit because the industry forces us to.
And they're just getting offered so much money. Some of them.
Yeah.
Like some of the big guys are getting offered millions to put out Netflix specials. And so they're putting out Netflix specials every 2 years. And it's like not everybody's Louis. You know,
Not everybody's You're
Carlin.
not all prolific.
Yeah, not everybody's that prolific.
No.
You know?
No. Put out a don't tell. You know?
Yeah.
Do an hour, then put out a don't tell. Put out another
Yeah.
30.
Put
don't
out a
fuck
30.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just
Yeah.
putting out a 30. I'll try to work on a 30. Is there any bad habits you want that you've kind of in your life? Because I feel like we're almost hitting that mark. We're almost there.
I mean, like I said, like I do feel what you're talking about. I do
Yeah.
feel that urge to gamble more, especially when I lose, I want to win. Like, but I just consciously know that I need to control it, and because I'm really just trying to win money.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stack that cheese. My worst habit is probably my attitude, my anger issues.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's like sometimes I just, whether it's like driving in a car and somebody's a fucking idiot and not making a right turn when they're supposed to.
You're pretty immediate.
I just fucking just yell at people.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Angie's always like, what if they have a gun? You know,
Yeah.
you're yelling at these people and they might just pull out a gun and shoot you because they're like, you know, pissed off or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very brave. You know? I'm incredibly brave. I'm doing what others won't.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I think that's my main thing, and I think I've gotten better at dealing with my anger issues over time. But the real problem I have, and I think you would agree, is eating. right? I eat bad.
Yeah.
I eat junk food. I eat Taco Bell way too much. And then when my eating addiction and my anger come together,
Hangry. Hormoz hangry.
dude, then it's like out of control.
Yeah.
Like you've heard this story before, but I'll tell it again.
Please do.
When Mexican pizzas first came back.
When
they first came back after being gone for like a decade, I went to go buy Mexican pizzas that first day. I was so excited. The guy at the place told me, he's like, it's going to take like an hour. We're so busy tonight. It's going to be an hour to get your Mexican pizzas. I'm like, that's fine. I went and smoked a blunt.
Wait, did you really say that's fine?
Yeah, I was like, that's fine. I'll go smoke a blunt. I'll chill.
I would have given up.
No,
I would have given up on the Mexican pizza.
I waited a decade. I can wait another hour, you know? So I go smoke a blunt. I'm chilling. Time's passing by. Maybe 45 minutes has passed by. I go in, see if it's close to being ready. I'm helping them find their other customers because it's so busy. I'm like, oh, that one's yours, Rebecca, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like helping them do it. And then finally about an hour goes in and I go, hey, how far away for Hormoz? It's been about an hour. Where am I on the queue? And the guy goes, oh, your order got voided. It got canceled. And I go, I've been here for an hour. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, can I talk to a manager? And he goes, I'm the manager, and walks away. So I'm fuming. I'm like so upset.
But the thing is that you went in there like a 90s movie and helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey!
I was so nice up to that point. And
if you had not done that, I think you'd be.
Mind.
I feel like if you didn't clock in for a minute and be a Taco Bell employee, you wouldn't be as
really
mad.
I'd still be really mad. An hour of waiting for Mexican pizzas, and I'm being told I'm not going to get them.
Yeah.
I'm fuming.
Yeah.
So I just like paced for a little bit. Like, what am I going to do? I'm like so pissed. And I literally went behind the counter of the Taco Bell and just started grabbing bags of Taco Bell. I knew they were full of Mexican pizzas because that's what everybody's ordering. I grabbed like 3 bags of Mexican pizzas and I just started walking out of the place.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
I did this.
I love it.
And then this Asian dude follows me and he goes, you don't want to do this, bro. I swear. It's like a movie.
You don't want
Put the pizzas down.
Put the pizzas
down. And I go to the car, I put the pizzas in the car, and I walk back to him, and I go, do you work here? And he goes, no. I go, do you own this branch of Taco Bell? And he goes, no. I'm like, are you trying to fight? And he goes, no. I go, then get the fuck out of here. And
I could have a gun. My wife would say.
What if I had a gun?
What if I had a gun?
And then I went home, ate hell of Mexican pizzas, called my bank, and told them, hey, this charge at Taco Bell, it got canceled. They never gave me my food. I got reimbursed my money for the Taco Bell too, and I ate that shit.
Now hold on. This is supposed to. This is a little bit of like braggadociousness beyond a bad habitness, because you come off like a king in this one.
But what if that Asian guy did want to fight? Or what if he just wanted to fight? And was actually good at fighting and beat the shit out of me.
That's not.
And now I don't have Mexican pizzas and I got beat up.
That's not what would have happened. A warrior would have just been like, that guy took the Mexican pizzas. Like a nerd would go, hey, don't do that.
You don't want to do this.
You got to beat the fuck out of that guy.
You don't want to do this is so funny too.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's as if I'm like stealing from a charity or something.
Yeah. It would have just been the time. It would have just added to your story. I stalked and slapped a guy too. Like, okay.
But it's like who does that? Who walks behind the counter of a thing and just takes food and walks out? Like, that's not the kind of behavior I want to be doing. Like, that's psycho.
No, but
I lost my mind.
You lost your mind, and it was warranted, buddy. It was
Yeah.
how many Mexican pizzas did you get out of that hole?
Probably like 6.
Yeah!
Probably had 6 Mexican pizzas.
How many did you eat?
6.
I mean, like with my girl, like, yeah, we probably ate all of them.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
I've been waiting a decade to eat these Mexican pizzas, dude.
Fuck.
A decade and an hour.
You know, anytime you tell me a story about you and Angie eating, it's always more food than I expect.
Oh, it's mostly me.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
mostly me.
I know it's not
4
Angie.
Mexican
I know
pizzas.
it's not Angie. I know for a fact it's not Angie. I know that because it's the same thing. Because Sheena got gastric bypass, so like if I ordered a lot of food, it's 80% of it's me.
Yeah.
80% of it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good now though, because now I get to manage how much food goes inside of me because we'll split something, and that is the most. I hate it. I used to think it was the most couple bullshit.
Oh, it's
but
the
now
best.
you have to.
It's the
because
best.
it's like,
Yeah, I love it.
this whole plate's gonna be like 2,000 calories. Of course, I'm going to split this.
Yeah.
As opposed to like I'm gonna get this plus apps.
Yeah. And also, it's like when you're splitting, it's like when you're younger, you're like, oh, I want to get what I want. But then when you get older, you're like, oh, we can split 2 things and get twice the amount
variety,
of stuff.
because you want to try everything.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a girl. It is kind of a girl thing. Like, it was like to want variety. She's like,
Yeah.
well, you get this and then this. And I was like, well, I just want the thing I want.
Yeah, girls love variety, dude.
What's wrong with having a doppelganger dish? Look, we can't have both the same thing at the
Yeah.
table. We just got more of the thing we like.
Yeah.
But no, they like
No.
variety, dude.
Yeah, the girls love variety.
Well, I feel like that was a really good bad habit. Nick, I think that was good, right?
That was a great first episode.
running
We're
it.
at
We're running
55.
55.
Oh, that's
Wow.
perfect.
We're
Why
at
don't, we,
phenomenal.
why don't we plug the number?
Plug the number.
Why don't you pop the TV on? You guys can plug it. I
Pop
got
the
number up
TV
for
number.
you guys.
I'll pop it on right now.
Boom.
This has been Bad Habits. If you have any bad habits that you want to talk about, that you want to confess, that you even want to just like, I don't know, just throw it on there. Call.
Or if you want to make fun of us for our bad habits.
I would love to be made fun of. I would love to be made fun of. If I owe you, if I owe you money, because there are some people out there that I owe money to. I almost got to hit me up, call me. I'm not gonna pay you.
323-403-5568. That's 323-403-5568.
For bad habits. That's been the Bad Habits podcast. My name is Saul Trujillo at Saul
Hormoz.
Comedy.
I'm Hormoz Rashidi at Hormoz Comedy.
Nick, you want to shout out your IG, please?
It's Nick Baldilli, Baudille. Just a producer, though. But
No, it doesn't fucking
out to
matter.
be
We
here.
still
Happy
shout
to be
out.
here,
We
boys.
want you in this, bro. It's been the Bad Habit podcast. Thank you for watching. Give us a call. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah. Check it. Late nights, early flights, chasing thrills. Paying dues, breaking rules for the dollar bills. Some call it a vice, we just call it the hustle. Built this whole empire on grit and on muscle. Bad habits with Saul and Hormoz. Bad habits with Saul and Hormoz. Real talk. Bad habits with Saul and Hormoz. Bad habits with Saul and Hormoz.